Hey everybody, this is Nate with Survival Midwest. It's been a little cold out here out in the Midwest, kind of late, and was doing some talk with some people and talked about different starting issues with their vehicles and such. I want to show you some quick things on how you can improve your car reliably starting in the winter. Just to give you a quick thing here, using my thermal gun, should be able to see it's 7 degrees out on this metal. Right now the air temperature is actually, I think, right about 0. It's a little bit colder than that, but as the night goes on, this can get colder. Right now it's about 9:30 at night. Things are just going to kind of get worse as the night goes on. The two things I wanted to show you that would be real easy is a silicone heating pad. This is made by Katz. This one is a 4x5 inch. This is a 150 watt model. They also make a 100 watt model. It's about 30 bucks. Basically, it's designed to stick to the bottom of an oil pan. This will heat up the oil, as you have it plugged in there. The amount of load that comes on your engine as your oil thickens up and cools down is just tremendous, and you're asking a lot of everything to just keep cranking there and have everything going. I mean, we've all gotten out in the morning and turned the key and had that really slow start. Well, putting this on real quick, real easy, 30 bucks, definitely save you a lot of trouble, a lot of headache. Another thing I'm going to show you here is a thermal battery wrap. This is also made by Katz. This is a 60 watt model. Basically just putting it down and around and folding it around the battery like so warms up the battery. I'll put on the header there what the specific specs are here, but at 0 degrees here, I mean, your battery's lost a ton of efficiency there. So not only are you pumping thick oil, you also have a battery that's not up to, the normal standards it is at 70 degrees here. So I'm going to do a real quick installation here, show you a little bit of it, and we'll plug it in, and then we're going to come back in the morning here, and we're going to start this up here. But for right now, let me just give you a quick listen on how hard this is going to crank. Basically, you heard it there. This ain't going to start. I suppose if I actually hit the glow plugs and let it glow for a little while, this and that, things might go better. But you know what? From my diesel mechanic background here, just drop, once you get down into that single digits, and once you get to 0, and once you start getting below 0, you are asking a lot out of everything to get working well here. So let me install all this stuff here. I'll show you what it is, and then we'll come back and we'll see what it does in the morning. Well, here's the battery blanket. As you can see there, basically just wrapping around the battery. Got around the back side there. This is actually a quite large battery. This blanket is actually designed for a lot smaller battery that would something be used in the car, but you can see what it is. Works around like that. You got your plug-in cord here. Make sure every time you're routing cords, everything's safe and isn't going to be burned on exhaust manifolds or cut on moving belts or anything else like that here. So, and then we'll go take a look at the. Took me about 5 minutes to put this on real quick. Obviously on cars, you got a little bit more to take off than just one little hold down bracket, but we'll see how this works. Well, as you can see here, we got the pad stuck to the oil pan under here. Now, normally you would like to preheat the engine and get everything nice and warm so everything sticks very well. And then also, after you stick it to the pan, you're supposed to use some high temperature silicone around the edges there, just to make sure that nothing can peel off and everything else like that. As you can see, this is running by the exhaust, and there's the drain, fill, drive shafts, and everything else. So you really need to make sure that your cord is up and out of the way here. But just to give a quick little something here, how warm is that pan? That pan is 9 degrees, so 8.5. We're going to see what this pan, and we're going to see what that battery looks like in the morning there, and we'll see how well this pig will start in the morning. Well, morning everybody. So you can see it's about 5:50 a.m. and had about an 8-hour soak on everything. So let's see what we got going on here. Top of the battery still, just about freezing, but it's about 2 degrees air temp this morning. But once you go down on the side there, we're in the 50s and the 60s. That's quite a big temp difference. Should make quite a big difference. Let's look at the oil pan down here. So much fun trying to do this all just by hand here. So we got the oil pan here. To touch, it's pretty warm here, but the pan itself is right in the 50s itself. I mean, how much easier is it going to be to start up on 50-degree oil versus 0-degree oil? So let's give her a crank up and let's see what she sounds like. Well, as you can see there, crank's a lot easier for still being single digits out here, yesterday versus today. I'll actually use the glow plugs now and we'll get her to crank up. Well, as you can see here, we got everything started up. This used 60 watts for the battery heater, 150 watts for the oil pan heater. For people that are thinking about putting a block heater on their car or any other kind of equipment, I think we just easily showed you for about half the wattage of a regular block heater, you're able to keep a vehicle starting and running. We showed this on a tractor here, small 3-cylinder diesel. But you know what? They sell bigger pads. You could use all the way up to large semi-truck diesel, all the way down to like your little car. I hope this is informative. I hope you saw that with $60 worth of parts and 20 minutes worth of time, I was able to make sure that everything would start on a single-digit morning here. If you got any questions, put it below. Go to getoffthex.com, disaster preparation forum. This video will be posted to a link there. And there's many discussions on things you need to do to keep yourself ready for whenever you need to be able to go on a moment's notice. If you knew you were going to be in the fight for your life today, would you have trained more yesterday?